Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you how I created this smoky cat eye wing situation. It's a little bit more like dramatic than I was kind of anticipating, I guess, but I actually really like the way it turned out. I'm using a couple new products today. Actually, most of what I used was new. Yeah, that's pretty much it. We are going to be focusing on the eye look today, just so you know. Alright guys, so if you want to see how I got this look, keep watching. Alright, so I already have my base on. I did, foundation, bronzer, contour, all of that stuff, brows. So the first thing I'm going to do is prime my lids with the e.l.f. Cosmetics, I can never remember what this is called, but it's their eyelid primer and it's in the shade Sheer. I'm just going to blend that out with my finger. Alright, and to make sure that this is precise, I'm actually going to be using tape. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of just like invisible Scotch tape. I'm going to put it on the back of my hand to kind of like make sure that it's not so sticky so it doesn't like destroy my skin. And I did not set this area of my face because I knew I was going to be doing this, so when I take the tape off I can just kind of like do a little bit of blending. It's going to be a lot easier than if you already put powder down. You could also do your eyes first, but then I just have a hard time blending sometimes when I put my foundation down. So I don't know, it's really up to you. I want to line this up with my lower lash line and my eyebrow pretty much. I'm going to use that as a guide. Place it right there. And I'm just gonna kind of press only where I want it to stick. Probably shouldn't have set underneath my eyes already. Getting it even is the hardest part. The eyeshadow palette that I'm gonna be using is it's a collaboration between BH Cosmetics and Sylvia Gani. Gani? G-A-N-I? I don't know who she is. I'm gonna have to look her up at the end of this. I'm gonna start off with this kind of like light taupey shade just to start building up. And then I'm probably gonna progress to brown, and then black, we'll see. So using an incredibly dirty R39 brush from Morphe, I'm gonna dip into that taupe. I'm gonna start building up that crease. And because we have the tape there, I'm just gonna kind of like bring it out to that tape. So right now I'm just basically creating the contour of the eye. And this is a nice light shade, so it's actually gonna be like a really great transition for especially fair skin tones. Now I'm going to kind of mix these two shades, the taupe and then this like slightly darker brown. I want to make sure that I'm building it up slowly. Placing this like slightly higher than the crease and basically touching with the bottom of my brow bone. I'm going to pick up that dark brown on my City Color CCB 103 brush, and I'm going to use this to start building up the wings. Planes. So I'm going to place this directly along the tape and then start blending it to my lower lash line. My upper lash line. And then I'm gonna kind of like bring it out so that it connects to like where we started our crease. All right, so that's gonna kind of work as our base. Now using a slightly fluffier, where did it go? I have this little fluffy blending brush from Morphe. I'm going to pick up that taupe shade and kind of like blend top of that. So we're gonna soften that line of the wing. There's going to be like a little bit of back and forth just to make sure that the blend is nice. I'm going to go back in with a little bit more of that dark brown. I don't want to lose the wing, but I just want to make sure that it's like nice and soft, you know? This is the MAC 239S, and I'm going to pick up that black, and I'm going to use this to really deepen up that wing. I'm keeping this much closer to the lash line. Definitely helps to be looking down into a mirror when you're doing this. And now I'm going to go in with that little blending brush again and just kind of soften those edges, go over those edges again. I feel like this area is kind of dragging the eye down a little bit because it got a little bit round in here. So I'm going to pick up a little bit of that dark brown, define right in here. So I'm going to mix that brown and black, deepen up this area right in here. Alright, I don't know what to do for the lid because I don't really want to do a color, but they don't really have too many like mattes that I love in here. So I actually think I'm gonna mix Wolf and, what is this called? Underrated? I'm gonna mix this kind of like pale cream shade with the taupe. And I'm just gonna use my little like blending brush. I'm just gonna wipe it off. I really need to clean this thing. Just kind of define the lid slightly. All right, let's see how much damage we did with this. Not too bad, not too bad. I gotta do a little cleanup there, and we are sharp right now. So I'm just gonna take my sponge and kind of like blend this area, fix a little bit of that where the concealer is gone. And then I'm gonna soften that line just a little bit. I think I'm gonna use a little bit of translucent powder. I'm gonna use the Too Faced Ethereal Born This Way setting powder. All right, when I go in with my lower lash line, I'm gonna soften that a lot more. So let's do that so that we can stop going crazy. So I'm gonna start off with that taupe shade, just buffing it along the lower lash line, and then taking it up. And then I'm gonna grab that dark brown and focus this a little bit closer to the lash line, blending it into that taupe, and then making sure to bring it up into the upper part of the lash line. Then on my MAC 239S, I'm gonna pick up that black and then do kind of the same thing, like focusing it really, really close to the lash line, but I'm gonna focus this on the outer corner. As I bring it in, I'm gonna keep it super tight, only about halfway. I want to add like a little bit more of a cat eye effect to it, so I kind of want to like extend my inner corner. I'm just trying to find a brush to do that with. Oh, here we go. Okay, so I'm going to use, this is another Morphe brush. This is from their holiday collection with all the like shiny rhinestones on it. It's just like a little eyebrow brush. So I'm going to pick up that black shadow just on like the very tip, and I need to bring this way closer. And I'm going to just extend my inner corner just slightly, just like right there. Kind of like, I don't know, it just sort of rounds out the cat eye, you know? All right, before I go in with mascara and lashes, I'm gonna finish off the rest of the face. So I already have bronzer and all that stuff on, but I wanted to do kind of like a shimmery blush situation maybe. I was going to use, this color is called, this is Fierce Radiant Blush from the Khloé, Kardashian, Malika, BECCA BFF's collab. So it's just kind of like a golden peachy blush, like shimmery blush. I don't know, I just want to try it. And I'm applying that with my Morphe E4 brush. That's pretty. I actually wasn't expecting that to be as much of a blush color. I thought this was going to be like a lot more shimmery, but it's not. It's very like glowy. Glowy like Khloé. So for highlight, first of all, I didn't know that Ofra like rebranded, but I like their new packaging. So I'm actually going to be using this Ofra highlight. I just got this yesterday. This is in the shade Star Island. Before I do that though, I'm going to go in and set my face with the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. I haven't used an Ofra highlighter in a very long time and I know they're intense, so I'm pretty excited about this. I would use the BECCA one, but I think it's a little bit dark. That's pretty, I haven't done this in a really long time. I've been into like much more, I don't know, very natural highlights lately, and this is pretty glam. And I'm gonna take that same highlighter just under my inner corner, just right in here. And then up on my brow bone. All right, so I just went in with some mascara and then popped on the Lotus lashes in the style 99 Lite. I kind of like that they're not like so angular, I guess. I don't know, because the wing is kind of intense, so they're like slightly more full in the center and then they sort of like flare out. So I don't know, you can use any lashes that you like. So for lips, I am going to start off by lining them with MAC Stripdown lip pencil. And then I'm going to do a little bit of contouring with Stone. And then to finish off the lips, I'm going in with Yours Truly from the BECCA BFF's collection. Alright guys, so this is the finished look. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please let me know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. As always, if you recreate this video, please tag me in any photos so that I can see and I can share. And let me know what you guys want to see next. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching and hopefully I will see you in the next one.